Oh, how high would I climb mountains if the mountains were where you hide? Oh, how far I'd scale the valleys if you graced the other side. Oh, how long have I chased rivers from lowly seas to where they rise, against the rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. In the highlands and the heartache, you're neither more nor less inclined. I would search and stop at nothing. You're just not that hard to find. This is the opening verse to a song by Ben Hastings and Joel Houston called Highlands, Song of Ascent. And the first time I heard it, I laughed at that last line, "You're just not that hard to find." It resonated with me because, like my other fellow humans, I think sometimes I try and make things hard when they're not. But at the same time, that sense of not being able to find God, especially in times like these, that's real. Joel Houston said this about the song: "Faith is a climb, but we're not in it alone." The song is inspired by the Psalms. First, in the title, it's called a Song of Ascent. Now, the book of Psalms 120 to 134, there's 15 books, are referred to as the Song of Ascent. And scholars have a couple of different theories about why, but the most common explanation is that they were sung by pilgrims on their way to Jerusalem as they climbed that last hill to the temple. They sang them on their way to worship the Lord, where they knew they would find him, at the temple. One of them, Psalm 121, goes like this: "I lift my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore." This psalm speaks to the constant presence of God, whether we can feel his presence or not. We don't have to go searching for him because he's with us all the time. But because the Bible speaks to all of our questions and doubts, we also read earlier in Psalm 24, "Who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in this holy place? The one who has clean hands and a pure heart, who does not trust an idol or swear by a false god. They will receive blessing from the Lord and vindication from God their Savior. Such is the generation of those who seek him, who seek your face, God of Jacob." But you see, none of us has clean hands. We can wash and wash, but we alone will never be able to ascend that mountain of God. And that's why grace is so amazing. In the song, it says, we climb against a rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. Ben Hastings says this: "Jesus is like a pilgrim in reverse. We don't have to climb the mountain because he came down to us." So that's the message I'm going to take with me today. I don't have to make it hard because Jesus did that hard work for me. He is constant and true and with us always, in the highlands and the heartache. Enjoy the song.
If the mountains were where you hide, oh, how far I'd scale the valleys if you grace the other side. Oh, how long have I chased rivers from lowly seas to where they rise, against the rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. 'Cause in the highlands and the heartache, you're neither more nor less inclined. I would search and stop at nothing. You're just right praise you